Here are my top 5 tips for study abroad.
Woke up on the right side of the bed.
They're inside of the acorn. There are like 3 of them in there. Sorry.
So this is kind of mixing it up for me. We are here for a sit down video. Sorry if the lighting changes or anything. I'm just sitting in front of my window, and yeah, here are my tips for study abroad. Tip number 1. If you think you're going to study abroad, start planning like you're going to study abroad. I had a lot of anxiety about coming study abroad, obviously, but I needed to for my anthropology major anyway, so I had to come. But because of that anxiety, I actually stopped myself from properly planning a lot of the things. Like, I probably didn't have enough money as I should have planned. I didn't have my stuff done before the due date. I was always doing things at the due date or something, especially with a huge time difference, like from the east coast of the US to Australia, where it was like a 15 or 16 hour difference. Now it's 14 time zones. But either way, so my advice is to get stuff done as early as possible and start planning as early as possible. Because there's a lot of things that come up and hidden costs that you don't think of, or things take longer than you would have thought. Which rolls into tip 2. If you're staying on campus of your study abroad, like I am, or even if you're just doing tuition stuff, make sure you have your loans paid out or planned out beforehand, so that way you don't have trouble getting the money to your study abroad institution. I did that with my tuition, but for my housing, we didn't get our first rent until after a month or two of living, or a month of living here. And then when I went to go pay for it, went to go ask for my loan for that amount, it has taken over a month to get that money. So now I had to do things with taking money out of a credit card and stuff, which you don't want to do. But I'm obviously going to pay that back once the loan comes in. But yeah, so ask what the full amount is going to be ahead, so that way you can just have it, have your loan all settled. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah. Alright, tip number 3. This is a problem that I've been having. It's getting kind of monotonous in your food that you're eating, especially for me. I have to, or anywhere really outside the US, you don't really have dining halls, so you have to cook your own meals. So you have to balance meal planning with eating too much of the same thing and making sure that you get in your vegetables and your fruits. Because that's a problem I was having. I was just eating, or I still sort of have this problem, I'm working on it, where I'm just eating pasta with ground beef and tomato sauce. So I started adding in, I'm making Brussels sprouts, I'm making corn, just some sort of, vegetable. Still trying to get the fruit in. I usually just have grapes. So trying to get that in, and also I tend to eat toast for breakfast and then a sandwich sometime in the day, or I'll eat 2 pastas, and that's just a lot of carbs. So I'm trying to figure out meals that I can meal prep that will last for a week or more, that will allow me to have some more diversity in what I am eating. Tip number 4. Study abroad, it can be kind of hard to stop yourself from going into either only thinking of it as a vacation and thinking of it as it's still school and never leaving your room. I'm more the latter. I have been having trouble getting out of my room and doing things because I'm so overwhelmed with school. But you have to remember that you're studying abroad for a reason, and that is to understand the culture more, to get more, to see another way of living, stuff like that. And you're not going to see that from inside your room with your nose in a book. That's just not going to happen. So on the flip side, you should also know that you're studying abroad for a reason, and that's to get courses to go for back home. So you do need to spend quite a bit of time studying and doing your work, and you can't just like blow off everything to go to like another country for like 2 weeks. Like, it is still a university, and it's still classes that you need to be taking seriously. So that's the thing, is you got to get the perfect middle ground, which everyone is going to have trouble with, and you're going to work on, of studying and getting all the stuff done and having fun. So whether even it's just like meeting up with someone from your university, like that's not of your nationality, whether you be American or not, it doesn't really matter. But me meeting up with an Australian and talking, and even just like my lab partner and I were like had like a 30-minute thing about like learning about different television shows, something to break up the just school really helps. And even just like watching some of the national sports, like here's AFL, or like, you know, we had just had the Commonwealth Games, so we spent some time watching those and like seeing Australian sports in that way. Tip 5: pack when you're packing. Don't overpack, but don't underpack. For me, I kind of maybe I didn't underpack. I didn't bring a lot of clothes. I can show you guys in a clip after this. But I didn't bring a lot of clothes, so I've had the problem of like feeling like I have no clothes, but I don't want to buy clothes because I want to be able to take them back. So, but I had the problem of I brought too much makeup. So like, it's one of those things you have to look at, and I know there's like those lists everywhere, but everyone's different. So I'm going to show you guys what I brought and talk about what I feel like I'm missing and stuff like that. So I have this like huge closet set up. If you've seen my coming to Australia vlog, then you would have seen this. But basically, this is my closet. I'm not going to pan down because that's where my dirty clothes are. But basically, these are all of the clothes that I have apart from the shirt I'm wearing and my 3 sweaters that I wore the past few days because it's been cold. So this is all I have. It kind of looks like a lot because I spread it out, but honestly it's not that much. So I have 2 dresses. I have another one that's dirty, so I have like a tank top, a short sleeve, and a long sleeve. I've been getting so much use out of these 2, especially with the hot weather, so you have to think about what kind of weather you're going into as well. Like, don't bring like heavy sweaters if you're going somewhere where it only gets to like 60 degrees or the low. Have my like sort of going out shirts, some tank tops, and then what I noticed is all I wear tends to be like t-shirts, so that's what I brought the most of. So I brought like these ones. This one I got for a thrift shop party. It's like a vintage, and I just cut it off, and like some shirts like this. Also, don't make the mistake of bringing too many t-shirts. I only brought the one I'm wearing and this one, so that's 2 t-shirts, and I haven't had a problem of not having enough t-shirts. And then, you know, another t-shirt. Then I have like, so that's the majority. So whatever you wear the most, bring that proportional. Don't just say I need 2 of this, 2 of this, 2 of this. Think about what you actually wear. Because like, then I have my long sleeves, which I wear more. Like, to be honest, I shouldn't have brought this many tank tops because I literally like never wear these 2. These 2 I wear on the weekends, but these 2 I don't really wear. So, just saying. And then for jackets, I have, you know, a lightweight puffer, my rain jacket, my lightweight jacket. I kind of wish I had a lightweight jacket that wasn't denim, because if you're wearing jeans, then I only really can wear this lightweight one. And then I have like my heavy coat from leaving America when it was winter, and also when I head back it's gonna be semi-cold-ish. I brought 1 sweatshirt because I'm gonna buy one, and then that's pretty much that. I also have this mirror. Oh yeah, so all I came with, by the way, was a carry-on and this big suitcase, if you were wondering. And I brought quite a bit of stuff. All of my shoes are in here. So I have my Converse. I have 2 pairs of these. The other ones are just on the ground. I don't feel like putting it down. These, which I kind of wish I didn't bring because they're not the most comfortable. So make sure you like are realistic about what shoes you wear. Then I just have Yes, these are the shoes I wear. I have my Nikes. These shoes that I wear like every day, which are like Vans. And then my booties, which I've never worn. So, this morning. And then pants, skirts. I can go more into this, but like, basically, yeah, know what you're gonna do. That's all I'm trying to say, is just know yourself. Because for me, I brought one skirt and then I bought one, and I've literally worn these like once a piece. So I knew not to bring like 6 skirts because I never wear skirts. So those were my 5 tips for study abroad. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know any more study abroad questions you have in the comment section below. I would love to answer your questions. I know that when I was packing and just thinking about study abroad, I watched study abroad videos all the time on YouTube, and I would just love to add to the content that's available. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.